Welcome back to That Handicapping Show. I'm Claire Novak, joined once again by Tom LaMarra. And today we will take a look at the Jockey Club Gold Cup, a key race leading into the Breeders' Cup Classic. And this is a very interesting field. You have a nice full field and kind of wide open betting race. Some 3-year-olds going up against older horses for the first time. The Belmont Stakes winner is in there. And then you have some older horses who've kind of just been plugging away, and maybe this would be their day to get another Grade 1 victory. So, Tom, I've been taking a look at some of the speed, some of the closers, but I'll kick it over to you. And how do you think this race will shape up?
Well, there is a field of 12, and the mile and a quarter here at Belmont Park, of course, it starts on the first turn, but toward the bottom of the turn, so the horses kind of break a little bit out and then have to wrap around. So it's just a little bit more than a turn and a half. The speed horse in this race, Moreno, drew post 11. He had the same post in the Suburban a few starts back. He didn't break that well. He did get the lead. But it was pretty taxing. He continued to run well, and
Zevo was the one who
got
the best of him.
Came up the inside to beat him. I think, at least on paper and the numbers, that if Moreno breaks well on Saturday and he gets an easy lead, I think he's pretty hard to catch. A lot of these horses really are confirmed come from behinders. One horse that could show speed is the California shipper Big Casanova, who is, I think, moving up in class quite a bit, and he drew the 12. So, if they both break well, Moreno could have some pressure to his outside. I think a horse that I will key on in this race, and I do like Moreno, but I think a horse that I would key on in here is Tonalist, because he does have early speed when asked, and he's breaking from the middle of the pack. Not sure what to make about blinkers off. But Joel Rosario sticks with him. He's 2 for 2 at Belmont. And again, if he breaks well, I think he should be in a prime spot in this race. And then, of course, you have Wicked Strong and VE Day, VE Day and Wicked Strong, the 1-2 finishers in the Travers. They beat Tonalist in the Travers, but I'm going to flip it around in this race.
You're going to expect a better effort from the Belmont Stakes winner. He
has
not won since the Belmont Stakes, but he has run well. He was second in the Jim Dandy to Wicked Strong, third to VE Day and Wicked Strong in the Travers. And VE Day was the one who got the better of Wicked Strong to win the Travers. He's been a steadily improving horse, and it's really hard to separate them after their last performance because they both were basically neck and neck down to the line, with VE Day just edging out that narrow win. But I am going to stick with VE Day in my selections just because I like the steady progression that he's been making at this point in his career. You know, Wicked Strong was on the Triple Crown Trail, ran in the Wood Memorial, ran in the Derby, ran in the Belmont. He ran hard at Saratoga. And so I like the other Jimmy Jerkin starter, VE Day, just because of that steady progression he's been making, a little bit more of a late developer. When you were talking about horses who can kind of keep up with the pace, one that we've seen do both, come from behind and also rate a little bit closer, is the veteran campaigner Prayer for Relief. And with Prayer for Relief making his 34th start in here, I went and took a look at the numbers and took a look at his past couple of starts, and he actually has not been that bad. In the Woodward, he was third to It's My Lucky Day and Moreno. He got bumped at the break there. He made a good closing rail move, and I think this horse might be actually still a little bit better than people give him credit for. So I'd consider tossing him in there, but I am going to stick with Moreno as my top pick because I was thinking about, if It's My Lucky Day was in this race, I would pick him. He's in the Kelso. If We'll Take Charge was in this race, I would pick him. He's retired. Well, Moreno has run well against both of those horses. So there's my theory. Highly advanced handicapping angles from Claire Novak.
No, that's all right. But, for wagering purposes, too, I think for the horizontal wagers, I would use Tonalist and Moreno. Wicked Strong is raced a lot by today's standards,
right?
I guess. And there was some talk that maybe he moved a little bit too early in the Travers and all that kind of stuff. He clearly ran a really good race. I know that the final quarter was slow. And he's probably a better two-turn horse. Of course, this isn't quite 2 turns, as we explained. I still like the race, and he would be the 3rd horse that I would use in the horizontals. So.
Alrighty. Well, it is a busy Saturday of
Very
racing.
much so.
Very busy. Super Saturday at Belmont Park, big card at Santa Anita. And out at Santa Anita, Shared Belief running in the Awesome Again. What are your thoughts on that race real quick?
My thoughts on that race are I am watching it, and I'm not doing anything else with it.
All right.
Because I just, the way he ran last time, I just go.
Just go.
Just go. If he wins this race as impressively as he did the Pacific Classic, Breeders' Cup Classic should be very interesting. Even though we've lost a couple horses. But still, I think it'll be a really good race.
Shaping up well. Well, we're getting closer and closer to Breeders' Cup, but before Breeders' Cup, we do have the Keeneland meet, and we'll come to you next week live from Keeneland.
Yes, we will.
Put down some thoughts about the opening weekend Fall Stars card there.
And remember, dirt racing at Keeneland now.
Dirt racing at Keeneland now. Yeah, a whole new handicapping angle. Different.
Why the thumbs up? Are you not a Polytrack fan?
No, I was just saying it's a new thing to talk about. Woohoo! Interesting.
Okay.
Yay!
All right.
So yeah, no, we'll see how the track.
Biased.
Yeah,
Biased.
whatever. You know what? Just on the whole bias thing, I would like it to be known that I do have a great amount of respect for Shared Belief. So West Coast horse.
All right.
Represent. Okay.
All right.
Are we done now? What else do we? Oh, I wanted to say, Beholder.
Yes.
In the Zenyatta. The Vosburg looks great. Very interesting race between Palace. I love the story. Former claimer, multiple Grade 1 winner now, could be the Breeders' Cup Sprint favorite. And
Yes.
Private Zone is in that race as well, who won the Vosburg last year.
Yeah.
So
And also, Laurel Park has a really good card
Ben's
on
Cat.
Saturday. Ben's Cat is in the Laurel Dash, which is 6 furlongs in the grass. And according to the Maryland Jockey Club, I think if he wins, he becomes the all-time leading money-winning Maryland bred. He would top Safely Kept. But a really good card. There's 5 grass stakes. They all drew large fields, and another stakes for Maryland breds, and a very interesting maiden special for 2-year-olds. So lots of good racing everywhere.
And we can reel it back to Churchill Downs for the Homecoming Classic with Carvin departing. So.
Okay.
Plenty going on this
We're
weekend.
loaded.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated at bloodhorse.com. As always, thanks to Briss for the PPs. Thanks to you for watching the Handicapping Show. For Tom, I'm Claire. Come and watch us next time.